Needed the pitch for the most minutes. Rebellion, they've had some decent pushes, but I don't think they're generating nearly as much, continuous pressure that they need to actually break down this FaZe team. And I like some of the things that they were doing on offense. They were starting to get demos. They were starting to try to pull FaZe out of the rotation. They were changing things up with their mechanics. But I feel like the problem is First Killer. They were even starting to get around Mist near the end, but that First Killer's just there in the follow-up spot, and there doesn't really seem to be anything that they can do to actually get him off the ball.
I mean, there's a lot of problems. When you go against FaZe Clan, you got a lot of problems to deal with. Yeah. First Killer, certainly a big one. But honestly, Jorby, what I think the Rebellion could have done better that game was just placement. You saw Memory had a few shot opportunities. There were a couple that went just wide. And if those go in, it's a completely different game. So when FaZe Clan gives you those looks on net, you really have to make the most of them. We've seen some clutch factors, specifically out of 2Piece. And then that game, 2Piece had 5 saves. Nobody else had any saves on the Rebellion. So 2Piece has been playing out of this world, making a name for himself on the mainstream against a big-time opponent like FaZe. But now they find themselves one game away from being knocked out of the playoffs. We'll see what the Shopify Rebellion have in their bag.
I have been impressed with Parth as well. I feel like him and 2Piece have linked up more than a couple of times on some nice duo opportunities. But even Memory getting a little mechanical.
Okay. Okay. Move.
A bit confusing. You see Memory getting a little...